What's up everyone, Rob here from Mishimoto. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook for more exclusive content. Today we're going to install our Axlebacks on your 2015 Plus Mustang GT. The installation for the Pro and Race Axlebacks are identical. Let's get started. Tools recommended for installation include 13, 15, and 16 millimeter sockets, 3/8 drive ratchet, a flathead screwdriver, safety glasses, and a reciprocating saw. Installation time is about 2 hours. Installation difficulty is a 3 out of 5. Wait until the vehicle has cooled down completely before servicing the exhaust system. Set the vehicle on an automotive lift or raise it with a jack and place it securely on jack stands. Refer to your owner's manual for safe lifting points if you are unsure. Loosen the clamps that secure the catalytic converters to the resonator section of the exhaust. Remove the bolts that secure the exhaust hangers to the rear subframe. Lift the exhaust and remove the hangers from the rear subframe. Support the exhaust system with a jack stand. Pry back the tab on the exhaust clamp and slide the clamp back towards the resonator. Do this on both clamps. At this point, the exhaust will only be held in by the rear hangers, so be prepared to handle the weight. We recommend having a friend help with removal. Lubricate the hangers and slide the exhaust system forward until it's free of the rubber hangers in the rear. For this installation, we use the Mishimoto Pro Axlebacks. The installation procedure is basically the same for all three of our Axlebacks, so don't worry if your mufflers are a bit different. With the exhaust lying on the ground, line up the Axleback so the pipe on the Mishimoto Axleback is directly in line with the exit of the stock muffler. Then line up the slip fit section of the Mishimoto pipe so that it lies over the stock exhaust pipe. Once the pipes are lined up on both axes, make a mark on the stock exhaust where the expanded section of the Mishimoto pipe begins. Do this on both sides. Keep in mind that the stock exhaust will slip into the Mishimoto Axlebacks, so there needs to be several inches of overlap. Using a reciprocating saw, cut straight through the exhaust pipes at the marks you just made. Be sure to wear eye protection when cutting or grinding. Reinstall the exhaust to the vehicle. Slip the exhaust clamps back over the catalytic converter section until they lock. Support the rear section of the exhaust by hooking the metal hangers onto the subframe and securing them with the original hardware. Slip 2 of the provided exhaust clamps over the stock exhaust and install the Axlebacks to the exhaust system. Depending on the condition of your exhaust, it may take some force to get the Axlebacks fully seated. I find that using a twisting motion while pushing helps to get them on quickly. If there's heavy corrosion on the stock exhaust, you may need to grind away scaled up rust in order to make the Axlebacks fit. Turn the Axleback so it is aligned with the rear bumper. Insert the provided exhaust hanger into the rubber bushing and secure it to the Axleback with the provided hardware. Do this on both sides. Slip the remaining exhaust clamps over the exhaust tips and install the exhaust tips over the Axlebacks. Adjust the depth of the tip to fit your preference and then snug the clamps, but do not fully tighten them. You may need to go back and adjust them later. Make adjustments to the connections between the Axlebacks and the exhaust system as needed, and then fully tighten the clamps. Now go back and check the fitment of the exhaust tips and adjust them as needed before fully tightening the clamps. Now that you have the Axlebacks installed, double check your connections. Start the engine and check for exhaust leaks at the clamps. Then lower your vehicle down and take your Mustang for a test drive. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you head out.